Ladies and gentlemen, here to perform America the Beautiful, accompanied by members of the Phoenix Children's Chorus, please welcome Mercury Records Nashville recording artist, Canaan Smith.
Oh, beautiful, for spacious sky, for amber waves of light, for purple mountain majesty, love the fruit and plain.
The Nissan pregame rush from Glendale is coming up next, but first, a look inside Nissan's Heisman House.
We were born to be champions, born to be champions.
We were born to be champions, born to be champions.
You can tell by the feeling, you can see it in the glow.
This magic we are feeling, what we were meant to know.
We were born to be champions.
We were born to be champions, born to be champions.
Like the moon and the stars above, reaching higher became our lives.
Through the strength and the energy, the reflection is in our eyes.
You wanna know what I think? I think you're a trashy little party-going whore. And you're a bad influence on her.
If you tell anyone about this, and I will kill you. Nice belly ring.
watching the Intuit TurboTax College Football pregame.
Two teams from the Deep South collide tonight in the desert as we add our welcome to Glendale, Arizona, and the College Football Playoff National Championship game presented by AT&T. Clemson thirsty to end a drought. 3 decades since their only national title. Alabama expects another huge building block to fortify their dynasty. A 4th title in 7 years. The youthful Tigers. Only a small group of seniors in this bunch, Kurt. The only team to clear every hurdle this year, and Dabo Swinney has filled them with belief. They don't fear Alabama tonight.
They really don't, and I think it's because of recent success over some powerhouse programs from the SEC. Teams like LSU, Auburn a couple times, Georgia. They've beaten Ohio State recently, Notre Dame this year, Oklahoma a couple times. This team will not be intimidated when they walk out on this field.
17 straight wins and 1 hurdle away from history. 15-0. Think about that. Hasn't been done since the late 1800s.
It's an excellent point. Not to mention, this is an offensive line that had 5 new starters, an entire new front 7. If you would have said in August that Clemson's going to be here on January 11th, considering they had all those players to replace, I would have been very, very shocked.
1,981 miles in their campus. 1981, of course, the magic season for Clemson. They haven't played this close to the original Death Valley in half century. And here are the Tide. Businesslike as always, expected to be here, but building on the disappointment, not finishing against Ohio State last season.
That really has a lot to do, I think, with their vision, with their focus. Been around Alabama for a long time, since Nick Saban's been there, and all the championships that they've won. I don't think I've seen a team more focused on winning as a group than this Alabama team for Nick Saban after that loss to Ole Miss.
So number 19, Reggie Ragland, one of the captains. And the Tigers take the field. Nick Saban told his team, you deserve to be here, but you are entitled to nothing. Anything less than a victory tonight, and this season ends in disappointment for Bama. Fan edge has to be Clemson, perhaps by 60-40. It's been a long time for the folks in orange. This has been the Nissan pregame rush. Alabama and Clemson in just moments now. But first, to the public address announcer, down to John Magrino.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presentation of our nation's colors by the Joint Service Color Guard, comprised of representatives from the U.S. Army, U.S. Marine Corps, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, and the U.S. Coast Guard. And now, for our national anthem, please welcome Grammy Award-winning singer, songwriter, producer, and actress, Ciara.
Oh, sand. Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regulate, the bombs bursting in air gave through the night that our flag was standing. Sailors, that star-spangled banner
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the field and welcome 3 of the newest members of the 2016 College Football Hall of Fame class. Burke Jones, LSU, Pat McAnally, Harvard, and Rod Woodson, Purdue. Congratulations to the entire class of 2016. And now, please direct your attention to midfield for the National Championship Game coin toss with tonight's referee, Terry Lydon, honorary captains C.J. Spiller and Mark Ingram, Clemson team captains Eric McLean, Sharon Peak, Stanton Seckinger, Travis Blanks, B.J. Goodson, and D.J. Reeder, Alabama team captains Jake Coker, Derek Henry, Ryan Kelly, and Reggie Ragland, and inductees of the 2016 National Football Foundation College Football Hall of Fame.
Good evening, gentlemen. Welcome to the College Football Playoff Championship game. Congratulations on tremendous seasons by both teams. The coin we'll use tonight for the toss has the College Football Playoff logo on the head side. And on the tail side is the University of Phoenix Stadium logo. Alabama, you're the visitors. What will your call be tonight?
Heads.
Heads is called. And it is tails. Clemson, you've won the toss. Clemson has won the toss and deferred. You'll receive. Which direction would you like to kick? Turn your backs around that way. Bring your backs this way. To begin the game, Clemson is
So Clemson is a higher seed wearing the all-orange home uniforms, but Alabama will get the football first to begin this championship game. And with Nick Saban, down to Tom Rinaldi.
Chris, thank you very much. Nick, you've coached in this game 4 times. You've never lost. How do you use that experience to help this team win tonight?
I don't think this team knows anything more about it. I mean, you know, it's what we talked about before. Everybody's go out there and dominate their box, play with their best effort, be their best football player today. That's what everybody has to do. You got to do it for 60 minutes and have fun doing it. There's no anxiety here. Let's just go play.
Good luck tonight, Nick. Let's go across to Heather with Dabo Sweeney.
Tom, thank you so much. Coach, we're seconds away from kick. What do you feel is the most critical element early to set the tone in this game?
Well, I think, you know, first of all, we got to establish ourselves in the trenches on both sides. I think got to get in a rhythm, kind of get a feel for how they want to play. Probably the same for them. And just kind of, you know, get into the flow of the game. A lot of emotion, channel that emotion the right way, and just be who we are.
Coach, 2 of your top defenders came into warm-ups as question marks. You've said that Shaq Lawson will start. What is the status of Mackenzie Alexander?
I expect both of them to play and play well.
Good news, you're full strength. Coach, thanks. Chris?
Heather, thank you. Grew up in Pelham, Alabama. Was a special teamer on Alabama's championship team that stunned Miami in the Superdome. Kirk, let's take a look at each team's plan for success presented by Northwestern Mutual.
Chris will start with Alabama. The first thing they've got to do is go back to running the football with Derrick Henry. Remember last week it was a lot of pass to Ridley. Tonight it's more of Derrick Henry. I got to prevent the big play. Make Clemson's offense drive the ball. For Clemson, simple. Number 4 has got to be the X factor. Deshaun Watson running and throwing. And then a big key in this game, when you look at Alabama, when they've struggled, it's been on third down on both sides of the football.
So a walk-on. Freshman Greg Hugel from Blythewood, South Carolina will kick it off for the Tigers. Tide have Kenyon Drake and Richard Mullaney. 2 key receivers deep. The national title in year 2 of the playoff. Fought for tonight in the desert. Hugel drives the kick into the end zone. Drake brings it out. And is knocked down. Good coverage by the Tigers. And that means Jake Coker, his one and only chance to shine, will get the football first. You know his story, beaten out by Jameis Winston at Florida State.